news tonight, Nigerian security solutions take a center stage as military exhibits indigenous military at work in Abuja. Fushepuwa Royal Family House denies a relationship with Fuji musicians King Aide Wasiu Machal. Good evening and welcome to the news desk at 7 on Nta Ijebu Ode. My name is Ifeoluwa Ashaulu and here are the details of our bulletin. Nigeria's push for indigenous, smarter and faster security solutions is taking center stage at this year's defense exhibition in Abuja, where military leaders, defense innovators and global partners are converging to rethink how the nation confronts emerging threats. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
At the exhibition, stakeholders say integrating advanced technology into modern warfare is no longer optional, insisting it is the only way to strengthen counter-terrorism operations, improve battlefield mobility, and prepare the armed forces for future conflicts. They also stress that the showcase of homegrown defense innovations is a powerful reminder that safeguarding the nation requires continuous modernization, deeper collaboration, and sustained investments in Nigeria's domestic defense industry.
What we have brought to the fore is to enable the security agencies to think differently, because the application of technology is a must-do, because the criminals are using new technologies. So if they are deploying these technologies, then the law enforcers must deploy double capacity of what the criminals are deploying.
I expect that going forward, DICON and all others who are in charge of defense production in Nigeria is going to leverage on modern technology to be able to make an impact in defense equipment production.
Events like this are a great opportunity to create links between the industry and the private research, and private research is not just selling products, it's also putting a lot of effort in researching new solutions.
With rising regional threats and evolving criminal tactics, stakeholders agree that Nigeria can no longer rely on foreign systems alone. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
The war against terrorism and banditry is one that everybody agrees must be won and that it requires the concerted effort of all and sundry. This was also the view of distinguished personalities at the second triennial meeting of the Nigerian Interreligious Council in Abuja. Annie Daniels reported that to match words with action, the interreligious body is collaborating with the government to promote peace, love and unity in the country.
Since its establishment in 1999, the Nigeria Interreligious Council, NIREC, has remained active in dousing potentially volatile religious situations. Participants at the meeting revealed that the declaration of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by President Donald Trump of the United States exposed thinking pattern of some Nigerians in religious and ethnicity issues.
When we come out, away from our comfort zone, away from such meetings, we say all sorts of negative things that sometimes we wonder, are we really honest with ourselves?
What is happening by the rhetorics is that the crack lines are further widened, either based on ethnicity or religious divides.
Every human life is precious to God, the Almighty Creator. This is why the religious leaders and the religious councils must work with government to ensure a final defeat in the battle with the terrorists and bandits.
To achieve a peaceful, united and prosperous Nigeria, the participants insist government needs to collaborate with both faiths.
Partnerships and international support, but Nigerians must work out Nigerian solutions in line with their national interest. We welcome support from our allies in our determined efforts at national renewal.
We will ensure that policies are intentionally designed to foster unity, enhance inter-religious harmony.
Distinguished personalities here insist that it is time to walk the talk. It is time to stand for what religion stands for, and that is love, to ensure we have a peaceful and united Nigeria. In Abuja, Annie Daniels, NTA News.
With the inauguration of the Joint Committee on 70% Cartoon Content Production by the National Orientation Agency, effort to nurture citizens who demonstrate high level of loyalty, patriotism for the nation will soon materialize. Kenneth Nanim report.
The Federal Executive Council had in October 2024 approved for the replacement of foreign cartoons with homegrown content that reflect the norms and values and the cultural heritage of the Nigerian people. The essence is to ensure that the younger generation is mentored with the right societal values, morals, and ethical conducts that promote the Nigerian identity. The National Orientation Agency, NOA, saddled with the responsibility to drive the initiative, is leveraging various media platforms to push the narrative. To this end, therefore, a joint committee of the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, and the NOA has been inaugurated to mainstream all issues and ensure compliance.
When our children watch characters who look, sound, and think like them, navigating life with integrity, courage, and compassion, they begin to internalize these same values. The framework you develop will not only set the parameters for content development and regulation, it will define how a new generation of Nigerians comes to understand themselves and their country. We are not just nationalizing cartoon content. We are nationalizing values, pride, identity, and hope.
The media is key in helping to implement this policy. And that's where the NBC, as the main agency responsible for the regulation of content, comes in.
The Director General of NOA, Lanre Isonilu, assures Nigerians of workable plans and the logistics already on the table, including funding, and urges for more investments in the sector through adequate collaboration with stakeholders. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
The Fushebuwa ruling house has officially notified all family members and stakeholders of the scheduled nomination meeting for the stool of Awujale of Ijebu Land. This was made known during a press conference by the Fushebuwa Nomination Planning Committee held at Ulenla Gunshebi Ijebu Ode. Habola Ilufowoju has the details.
The meeting, attended by the executive members of Fushebuwa ruling house, including the chairman Otumba Abdulateef Owoyemi, deputy chairman Otumba Dokun Ajidagba, Vice Chairman Otumba Professor Fasi Yusuf, and other members of the committee. In a communique read by the Public Relations Officer and spokesperson for the Fushebuwa Nomination Planning Committee, Prince Abiodun Adesanya Ogidan, stated that the meeting was to formally notify all family members and other stakeholders on the scheduled nomination meeting.
To be held as follows. Date, Monday, 15th December 2025. Venue, Peace Road Hall, GRA, Ijebu Ode. Modalities for the nomination meeting. We are having strict access control that only accredited family members will be granted entry into the hall. Candidates' representations and representatives. Each candidate have 2 representatives permitted entry to nominate and the other to second for each candidate.
Prince Abiodun Adesanya Ogidan implored all family members and accredited representatives to conduct themselves with the utmost peace before, during, and after the nomination day.
This nomination event concerns the revered throne of the Awujale, the paramount ruler of Ijebu Land, and must therefore reflect the dignity and unity of our illustrious lineage.
Prince Abiodun Adesanya and some members of the Fushebuwa ruling house denied the claims by the Fuji musician King Wasiu Ayinde of his relationship with Fushebuwa ruling house.
It has been confirmed that he is not a member of our family from all he has written in his lineage form. Let it be noted, he was not given any candidate or membership form. He was given a lineage form, which means tell us who you are. Awujale form has closed. Legally, it has closed. He said it's Jadiara from Shete Joye King. History has it
We are not illiterate. Shetejoye is a Filipote king.
In Ijebu Ode, Agbola Elufowoju, NTA News.
This is the news at 7 on Nta Ijebu Ode. We would be going on a short break now. Stay with us.
Good morning. Today's weather will be sunny with a high of 31 degrees.
Alexa, music please.
Playing workout music.
Striving for mastery? You need speed, precision, and clarity of purpose. They all add up. Talent is not enough. You've got to prove that you're able to take advantage of unlimited opportunities when they come. And to do that, you need plenty of data. Scratch that. You need unlimited data. And there's no better provider of unlimited data
Access granted
than your all-powerful Glow router.
Whether home or office, enjoy unlimited data on a Glow router. Dial *312#.
You know, I've got unlimited eyes.
Glow Unlimited.
I'm still watching.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean whites and all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has overruled the no-case submission filed by former Minister of Power Mamman Sali over his alleged mismanagement of 33 billion naira funds belonging to Mambila Nzuguru Power Project. Presiding Judge Justice James Omotosho held that although the defendant has not been proven guilty, a prima facie case has been established against him, necessitating his defending himself. Mamman Sali was the Minister of Power during President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. A group of young lawyers under the auspices of logistics have been taken to Gospel of the New Tax Act 2025 to town halls, streets and airwaves in Abuja with a view to enlighten business owners and the public on the new changes, implications and compliance strategies ahead of January 1st implementation. Benny Adams report.
This is a gathering of young professionals engaging their peers under the theme Understanding Nigeria's New Tax Laws, Empowering Businesses, Professionals and Citizens for 2026 and beyond.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Amid general apprehension on what the new tax laws bring to the table come January 2026, experts here say it's all good. This is as Nigerians will begin to pay less or no tax if in the bottom of 98% of income earners. Food will cost less because VAT on food, education and healthcare will be removed. In addition to small companies will pay 0% corporate tax and will be exempt from VAT, while the large companies will pay lower corporate tax and will enjoy VAT credits on their cost among other benefits.
Logistics Africa believes that because the tax regime has been revolutionized, we also believe that governance will be revolutionized because more funds will be made available for the dividends of democracy.
Also encourage other forums to probably take to the streets. Street lawyering is a thing we do every other time to sensitize the ordinary man on the streets around tax compliance.
The essence of this task is also to promote entrepreneurs and make people to be more formidable when it comes to nation building and also business development.
The convener, Logistics Africa, is a youth-led innovation with a singular goal of fulfilling aspirations of peace, justice and strong institutions in line with SDG 16. In Abuja, Benny Adams, NTA News.
Federal Safety Corps has impounded not less than 50 vehicles under a 2-hour special operation led by the Corps Marshal Shehu Mohammed along Girigwagwala-Dalokoja Highway. This momentum, the Corps says it will sustain as part of its special patrol for the Yuletide in order to ensure safety of road users during the Yuletide. Oyeyemi Ajay has the details.
From the boardroom of strategic session with commanding officers earlier
to the roads. No time to waste, no time to sit anymore. A special patrol operation led by the Corps Marshal himself, alongside leadership of the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria (RTN) and the National Union of Road Transport Workers (NURTW. Arrest of road traffic offenders and impounding of vehicles were made, with no one spared. About 50 vehicles were impounded for overloading, with excess passengers reimbursed and conveyed into another vehicle to continue their journeys.
By the president of RTN.
And we are not in support of carrying overloading. We are not in support of taking alcoholic or smoking in their home to drive any vehicles. By our own, any driver will catch doing so, then we will give him punishment.
What we realize is that what actually gives the drivers much to go in a high speed is about taking turn for the next destination. So we put internal control where we give them a pass. The number one from Kaduna remain number one. If number 2 and 3 overtake him on the road, but at least number one remain number one.
The Corps has emphasized overloading, overspeeding, driving under the influence of alcohol, faulty tires, distracted driving as major causes of accidents nationwide. This time around, the Corps will be utilizing mobile cards to sanction recalcitrant drivers to serve as deterrent to others.
So I've already, given them adequate notice that we're going to be on the road for 30 days, 24 hours. And this time around, we're not going to spare anybody. All those recalcitrant drivers that used to do whatever they like on the road, they are not going to be spared. We take them to court and then we jail them for not doing the right thing. And that's why we're here today, to start it in force.
Some of the flashpoints located include Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Shagamu-Ore-Benin Road, Abuja-Kaduna Road, Abuja-Lokoja Route, Asaba-Onitsha Bridge, Enugu-North Mile.
As it is, major highways are experiencing heavy traffic, and the Corps emphasized plans are in place to ensure smoother, safer and more affordable travel for commuters, noting that this exercise will continue throughout the special patrol, which ends by January 15. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
That will be all for tonight on our English news update. Stay tuned for your broadcaster, Hayomide Ogukombi. Do enjoy the rest of your evening.
May every move you make this festive season radiate with joy.